While working on a lonely island, the Coast Guard saw something strange. At first, he thought it was just trash, but when he got closer, he was shocked by what he found. Jeff had been stationed on a remote island for what felt like forever. As the Coast Guard in charge, his days were usually quiet, only interrupted by occasional visits from marine biologists or explorers. But today, even those visits were missing. Then, a shout broke the calm. One of his fellow guards needed help. Jeff hurried over and saw them gathered around a strange object washed up on the shore. It was a weird mix of seashells, algae, rocks, and debris, but it seemed almost alive, like it had once been part of something bigger. Everyone looked puzzled. Even though Jeff was used to the island's odd finds, this one surprised him. The ocean, vast and mysterious, had shown yet another of its secrets, reminding him that even after centuries of exploration, there was always more to discover. Growing up near the ocean, Jeff had developed a deep respect for its delicate balance. He learned that taking more than needed could harm the ecosystem. Though fascinated by marine life, he knew the importance of leaving some things untouched. Following in his father's footsteps, Jeff became a fisherman. However, his early morning trips took an unexpected turn when he witnessed two young boys carelessly dumping trash into the ocean. Their disregard for the consequences sparked a resolve within Jeff. He decided to abandon his fishing career and join the Coast Guard. His new role proved far more fulfilling. The camaraderie among his fellow guards made each day enjoyable, and the satisfaction of protecting the seas was immense. 2 years into his service, he and his team were assigned to a deserted island that had become a haven for illegal activities. Their mission was to monitor the island, intercept suspicious activity, and participate in search and rescue operations. To Jeff's surprise, many of his most rewarding missions involved rescuing animals that had strayed too far from their natural habitats. It was a testament to the interconnectedness of the marine ecosystem and a reminder of the ongoing need for its protection. During a routine patrol, Jeff and his Coast Guard team made a startling discovery: 4 figures struggling to stay afloat in the calm ocean. As they drew closer, their surprise turned to astonishment. The figures were not humans, but deer. The deer, seemingly unafraid of the boat or its occupants, swam willingly towards them. It was a remarkable sight, considering the animals' natural fear of humans in unfamiliar environments. The Coast Guards, initially taken aback, quickly adapted to the situation, preparing to rescue the creatures from the perilous waters. The deer had likely ventured too far from shore, unable to return due to the ocean's powerful waves. Their survival depended on immediate assistance. The Coast Guards, with their expertise in marine rescue operations, were well equipped to handle the situation. They carefully maneuvered the boat closer to the animals, ensuring their safety during the rescue. As the deer were hoisted onto the boat, the Coast Guards were struck by the animals' resilience and their apparent trust in human intervention. It was a poignant reminder of the interconnectedness of all living beings and the importance of protecting both human and animal life. As the deer approached the boat, Jeff left the helm and joined his colleagues in the rescue effort. One guard fashioned a lasso from a fishing line, while Jeff, without hesitation, stripped and jumped into the icy water. The deer, seemingly trusting him, swam towards him with remarkable strength. Jeff lifted each deer one by one until they were within reach of the lasso. The animals were heavy, but Jeff's determination to save them overrode any physical discomfort. Once all 4 deer were safely aboard, he climbed back onto the boat. The Coast Guards tended to the hypothermic animals, wrapping them in towels to keep them warm. As they approached the shore, the deer, relieved to be out of the water, huddled together for warmth. The youngest deer, however, was in critical condition. Jeff and his team carried it to the bay, where a veterinarian was summoned. The vet provided immediate care, wrapping the deer in thick blankets and transporting it to a more suitable location for treatment. The other deer were also given food and medical attention. Once all 4 animals had recovered, they were escorted back into the woods, where they could safely return to their natural habitat. Moments like these reinforced Jeff's love for his job. Beyond protecting the ocean, his island post often yielded extraordinary discoveries. Perhaps the island's seclusion attracted unique marine life. Intrigued by the recent find, Jeff decided to leave it untouched until an expert could examine it. He contacted Ruby, a local marine scientist, who was equally perplexed by the creature. She suggested returning the next day with a more experienced colleague. In the meantime, the Coast Guards documented the find, sharing photos and videos on social media. The post sparked a global frenzy of speculation. While most comments were harmless, some hinted at extraterrestrial origins or failed scientific experiments. Initially amused, Jeff and his team grew increasingly uneasy as night fell. The thought of a dangerous or unknown object on their island was unsettling. With countless marine labs in the area, the possibility of a scientific experiment gone wrong was not entirely implausible. The creature's toxicity and the potential health risks it posed to Jeff, who had already handled it, were now a source of concern. The Coast Guards managed to calm each other down, but the night was filled with unease. The next day, Ruby arrived with Benjamin, a seasoned marine biologist from the nearby Marine Center. Intrigued by Ruby's description, Benjamin had agreed to investigate the creature. As he examined the vibrant yellow cord intertwined with seashells and seaweed, Benjamin discovered it was softer than any ordinary rope. He carefully inspected the ends to identify the creature. When he finally spoke, the anxious crowd held their breath. To their relief, Benjamin announced that the creature was a sea whip, a type of soft coral. Unlike traditional sea whips that grow from the seafloor, this one was formed by polyps similar to jellyfish. These tiny organisms cluster together, secreting proteins that create a dark-colored skeleton. While Jeff and Ruby had assumed a deep-sea origin, Benjamin believed it lived closer to shore, clinging to rocky ledges, seashells, and reefs. Although this one was yellow, sea whips could also be white, purple, or red. Strong weather conditions could detach these corals, washing them ashore from the Gulf of Mexico to New Jersey. Benjamin packed up his gear and told Jeff and the other Coast Guards to leave the sea whip alone. Even though it was dead when they found it, its decay would help the island's plant life. Jeff and his team, now relieved and a bit amused by their earlier misunderstandings, went back to their regular duties. They had expected the ocean to be full of surprises, but they hadn't anticipated the strong reactions and global attention the photos had received. Jeff took to social media to reassure everyone that the creature wasn't an alien or a failed experiment, but just a natural marvel of the ocean. Reflecting on the incident, he realized that each day on the island was an adventure with unexpected discoveries. Though the sea whip wasn't what they had expected, Jeff was excited for the future surprises the vast, mysterious ocean still had in store. What an interesting story! Do you think Jeff made the right choice by drawing so much attention to the creature? How would you have handled the situation if you were in his place? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching.